Today's Stupid Idiots has been around for a long time, many years in fact. In fact, when it first started, it had a different name. Went for 50 episodes, stopped for a bit, came back with a new name, Today's Stupid Idiots, which is now over 200 episodes old. It's been a long journey, but some of you forget that there are rules to this series. There are rules regarding who gets on a list and how they get on a list. And many people have forgotten these rules. Well, now we are here to refresh our memories on what these rules are. The seven simple rules of Stupid Idiots. 5 years ago, my PC is an Asus laptop. Jeez. Some of you remember when I used to run the whole channel out of a laptop with no GPU. Rendering was a very long time. Now I can render a 30-minute video in like 5 minutes. Oh, the dreams I would have had if I had that sort of rendering time 5 years ago. But anyway, the rule of Stupid Idiots. We're going to rewatch this, and we're going to remind ourselves what these rules are, because some of you have clearly forgotten or didn't know. Let's find out. So, today's Stupid Idiots has been going on for over 40 episodes. Over
now 200.
If you count the previous series, which is the same thing, just a different name.
Over 250 if you include that. 250 episodes.
The list has existed for many years, okay? And today's Stupid Idiots has been crazy. It's been a crazy ride, and there's been a lot of entertainment and a lot of misery, I guess. But there are rules, believe it or not.
You see, I'm sweating. This is the stress I get from reading the comments. Look at it. Look at his face. It's too moist. Bloody hell.
I may put Stupid Idiots on the list, but there are rules to this. There are specific rules. And here they are.
Specific rules.
The first rule of Stupid Idiots is that you cannot ask to be on the list. So stop asking to be on the list.
This is a basic rule that people have forgotten. You do not control who goes on the list and when. If you want to control it yourself, get your own list. Get your own list. Don't try and dictate who goes on my list, okay? Well, actually, you can recommend people, other people. That'll be rule number 2. You get to that in a second. But you cannot ask to be on a list. You cannot try to be on a list. This is not a members club. This is a list of people that are stupid idiots. Or maybe people that are just not stupid idiots, but they do stupid idiot things, okay? These are for stupid idiots and people that do stupid, idiotic things. That's what the list is for. It is not it is not Firefly Funhouse. It is not a fun club that you can be a part of. This isn't primary school. This is a serious list for idiots and stupidity. Okay? Nothing else. You cannot ask to be on the list. You cannot try to be on a list. You do not dictate if you're on the list or not. I dictate it. I dictate it.
I decide who goes on the list.
I decide.
And when they go on it. You don't ask me to put you on the list. That's not how this works. I decide who and when.
I decide.
And how. How's with a pen. But you get the point. The second rule, Stupid Idiot, is you can recommend to other people to be put on the list. So
there you go. You can recommend your mate to be on the list or someone else. You got to obviously say why. You can't just say, oh, can you put this person on the list? And I can't do anything at that point. You got to give a reason. There's got to be a reason as well. Just to clarify, there's got to be a reason. You can't just say, put him on the list, and I just put him on the list. What's the reason, mates? Why is he an idiot? Just to clarify that as well. But you can recommend others. This doesn't mean that you make another account and say, can you put this account on the list? No. Different person.
You can't ask me to put you on the list, but you can recommend someone else that should be on the list. So there's a way around certain things. You can refer people. Now that doesn't mean that they will go on the list. I will consider, I might say no to you. But if I say yes, they go on the list. But you can at the very least request
You need a reason to get a yes.
it. That's all I'm saying. But you got to say why. You can't just say a name and think, put him on the list. No, I need a reason. Like, why are they stupid idiots? Why are they on the list? I need a reason. don't just say their name. The third rule of Stupid Idiots is that I cannot make more than 2 episodes where a specific person is the main subject. So okay, this one might be a bit confusing, not as relevant now as it used to be, but in the past I made episodes specifically about one commenter. So episodes like that, which I have not done in a long time anyway, episodes like that I can't do more than 2 videos on them. Like, I can make videos about them, I can put them on a list in other episodes, but I can't make 2 videos specifically about them, because even though this list is for idiots, it's also not for harassing people. So we don't need to make episodes on the same person like 10 times. So that's restricting me. That's more a rule for me to follow rather than you guys, but it's still a rule. You see, it's not just you that follows the rules, I gotta follow it too. These are guidelines. It's like the highway code, but for being an idiot. If I make 2 episodes specifically about one guy, or mainly about one guy, I cannot make a 3rd episode about the same guy. That's all it is. Guy or girl, whatever. I cannot make 3 episodes about the same person, specifically. Now, they can still be on the list. Wildlife included. If I make an episode about Tom, from Tom and Jerry, and make another episode about him, I can't make a 3rd episode, because then that becomes me harassing Tom. And that's not good for Tom. Afterwards, in other episodes, but they can never be the main subject again. The main subject, they can only be twice. No, not 3 times. Not more than 3 times. Only twice. Once is also fine. Once or twice, they can be the subject of the video. After that, it is too much. And we must have limits. So that is my limit. The 4th rule of Stupid Idiots is that some people are immune from being on the list, which means... And those people are no longer on the channel at the moment, I'm pretty sure, but that is also... there's reasons they're immune. No matter what they do, or what they say, or who they are, or who they become, they can never be on the list. Who are these people? I'm not going to tell you. They are certain subscribers, but there are certain people who get special treatment who are not on the list. Now, there's separate reasons for this. It might be because I like them, it might be because they're valued subscribers, or it's because they're too sensitive. There are some people that are very sensitive. It's mainly that last one. The previous 2, even if you're valued, you can still get on the list. But there are some people that take it way too seriously, So what we do is we don't make episodes on them because they take it too seriously. So that's another thing, mainly a guideline for me to follow. Okay, this person started ranting 50 comments after I made an episode with his A4 predictions. Let's not make an episode on him again, because clearly he is a little too serious about this. Why so serious? And I think if I made an episode on them, they'd probably get very upset, so I just don't do it. So it doesn't always mean... Was that a knock over there? Oh, here. An elite person. Sometimes it's because you're too sensitive to be on an episode, or it could be because I've done 2 episodes on you anyway, so maybe it's that. Or maybe I just like you. I like you too much to not put you on the list. So I put people I like on the list as well. Some people, you might know who you are, you might not, but I'm not going to say who. Some people are just simply exempt. Simply exempt. The 5th rule of Stupid Idiots is that... Oh, so I like to shout out Avengers cap, that is a Batman hoodie, and Superman t-shirt. Yeah, massive nerd over here. Here we have a little Ultraman. Ooh, a bit of a crossover to my main video content on my 2nd channel, Davidoff Films. Anyway, let's continue. 5th rule. Sports predictions are fair game. No matter what. Sports predictions are fair game. No matter what, you can get on the list for AFO tips. Even if you are on the exempt list, no matter what, if you make a bad sports prediction, I don't care who you are fair game. You made a bad prediction, stupid prediction, I'm going to put you on the list. That's how it is. Maybe I don't, maybe I forget you, or maybe I just skip over your bad prediction, but if you make a bad AFL tip or a bad Premier League prediction, it is likely, it is possible that you get on the list. Anything goes!
And this is why, recently, last week, after reading Ethan's tips for round 12, he said on Discord that he wants to be off the list. Unfortunately, mate, AFL tips are fair game. AFL tips are fair game. If you make the comment, you're liable to be on the list.
Sports predictions are fair game. Anyone, even the sensitive ones, can make it onto the list for AFL tipping editions especially. The 6th rule of Stupid Idiots is that some people are just not worth the time. There are some people that are stupid idiots, but they're not worth an episode. That's just how it is. It's more of a statement than a rule, but a rule nonetheless. The 7th and final for now, if I do find more rules, I will add them on in future episodes. But the 7th rule and last rule of this episode of Stupid Idiots is the series is simply taking the piss. That's all it is.
And some people misunderstand this as well. The rule is, I'm referring to myself taking the piss. I'm referring to myself taking the piss. There's what Dynamic Paul recently said, because he was banned from AFL tipping because he made spelling errors on purpose, just so he can get on the list. And he said, "Oh, but you said it's taking the piss." Yeah, but I'm talking about me taking the piss, not the viewer taking the piss in the comments to get on the list. That contradicts it completely, and it also breaks rule number 1. Anyway.
It's a parody of a parody. There's a guy, I mean he's not there anymore, but there's a guy who was in WWE. He played a character that has a list, who goes around putting stupid idiots on the list. People have pissed him off, people who he didn't like, people said stupid things. He said, "You just made a list," and put them on the list. So he himself is a parody, and I parody him. This whole thing is banter. It's all about taking the piss. That's the whole point of the series. So when you say, "Go easy, mate, go easy," how dare you comment on his spelling mistake? I'm just like, that's the whole point of this series. The whole point is to take the piss out of things like spelling mistakes and other stupid things that are said and bad sports predictions, etc, etc, etc. The whole thing is taking the piss. There's only been like 5 episodes where I've been proper serious, like properly ranting. I'm not gonna say what episodes there are. One is Hawk's Nest, definitely. That one was a serious one. I was genuinely pissed off in that video. But in the majority of episodes, I'm taking the piss. Alright. So relax.
The sweat is dripping even more right now. It's crazy.
You guys, not all of you, but some of you take this thing way too seriously. Like, calm down. There's a guy who was on my comments, and this guy was complaining about an episode from 6 months ago. And I'm just like, get over it. It was 6 months ago. Like, geez. Some people take this too seriously. Take this way too seriously. It's supposed to be for comedic effects. It's taking the piss. That's all it is. So shut up. And if you don't get it, you know what? If you don't get it, then, well, you just made the list.
Yes, indeed. And so did you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, the outro card has come a long way since. I got a proper professionally made one. Look at it how it used to be. This is my own. I typed this myself. It looks so weird compared to what I got now. We've come a long way in 5 years.
You just made the list. 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 You just made the list.